We have talked a lot about the slope of a line, okay? Remember, slope has so many meanings. Rise over run, change in y over change in x, unit rate, constant proportionality if it goes through the origin, okay? So we're going to be looking basically at rise over run right now. Rise is how many it goes up. Run is how many it goes across. Remember, if it tilts to the right, you always know it has a positive slope. If it tilts left, it has a negative slope. Okay? So example 1 says, a building's access ramp has a rise of 2 feet and a run of 24 feet. Find the slope. Well, slope, which we call little m, how many are you rising? 2 over how many are you running? 24. Just reduce it, make it either a reduced improper fraction or a reduced fraction. So the slope is 1 over 12. Okay? And then if it's given to you on a graph and you can't figure it out, the rise over the run, what we do to figure out the slope, it's the difference of the y coordinates. Make sure that you are consistent. Take y minus y over x minus x. And you have to be consistent. So if I have this ordered pair 5, 4, and another one 3, 1, whatever I start with the first y, I'm going to take 4 and I'm going to subtract that one, the 1. So if I put 4 minus 1, I have to go back and take the 4's x value for the denominator. I take 5 minus 3. And I get a slope of 3 over 2. And it doesn't matter which one you pick. If I would have said 1 minus 4, if I started here and went 1 minus 4, I would have to take 3 minus 5. It's still going to be the same thing. I'd have negative 3 over negative 2, which is 3 over 2. And we know since it tilts right, it's positive anyway. So this one says find the slope of the line. It's positive. You would rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my rise is 5 over my run is 1, 2, 3. And I leave it as a reduced improper fraction. Look at B. Okay, I know it tilts to the left, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my negative sign out there. I'm rising 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one has a slope of negative 1. Okay? When they give you 2 points, you want to find the slope, and we don't have graph paper, we're going to do y minus y over x minus x. Be consistent. So I'm just going to start with this one's y. If I take negative 2 minus 4, I have to come back and put it over 2 minus 0. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6 over 2, so this one has a slope of negative 3. Number 2, if I start with this one's x and this one's y, I'm going to take 5 minus 2 over, come back to this one and put 7 minus 3. And again, it doesn't matter which one you pick. So m is going to equal 3 over 4. And then this one, I'm just going to start with this one's y. I'm going to do 4 minus 2 over negative 2 minus 6. Well, I get 2 over negative 8. So my slope would be negative 1/4. And then we already know this. If it's a horizontal line, we know the slope is 0. If it's a vertical line, we already know the slope is undefined. Okay, but look at these. Okay, so I'm going to find the slope, and I'm going to do y minus, that one's y, so negative 1 minus 5 over, I gotta come back here, and 3 minus 3. Well, you get negative 6 over 0. What happens when you try and divide by 0? You can't do it. Remember, when the denominator is 0, this is an undefined slope. And you can tell that by looking at your x values. See how they're the same? That tells you it's a vertical line, and you could actually see that the equation would be x equals 3. Okay, I'm going to go over and look at number 6. I'm going to do m equals, this one's y value, negative 1 minus negative 1 over 1 minus 7. Well, if I look at the top, that's going to be negative 1 minus a negative 1 is 0 over negative 6. That's 0. So that slope is 0. And you can tell by looking at the y values. See how the y values are the same? That means that's an equation y equals negative 1 because they're both the same. Remind me that we're going to do, well, we'll just do it now. It says find the coordinates, 2 points on the line with the given slope, then find the slope. I'm just going to find the intercepts. X-intercept, y equals 0. So I'm going to plug 0 in there. So it would be 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 6. That goes away. Divide by 2. And x is equal to 3. So that's an ordered pair. 3, 0. Okay? Find the y-intercept. Remember the y-intercept? X is equal to 0. So I plug in 0 there. So I have 2 times 0, which that goes away, plus 3y equals 6. Divide by 3, and y is equal to 2. That's another ordered pair. 0, 2. Now find the slope. Here are 2 points. So slope is going to be y minus y. So I'm going to take 0 minus 2 over, got to start here again, 3 minus 0. So I get the slope of negative 2/3. Now, your IXL is going to look like this. It says graph the line that has a slope of 1/6, so we know it tilts right. And it has to go through this point, 0, 3. So you want to first start here, plot that point. Okay? So we go over to 0, 3, which is right here. And then what I do is I rise that 1 and run 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's your point, and you connect them. Okay? Let's try another one like that. If it says it goes through the point 1, 2 with the slope of 3, okay? That means we would rise 3 and run 1, but we start at this point. So we would go to our graph, go to 1, 2, which is a point right here, and we're going to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to run 1. So we go up 1, 2, 3, and over 1. There's another point, and you connect. And that's all there is to it.